Following the video that I did about forgiveness, addiction and violence, I have had an outpouring of messages from a lot of people, especially from men. And this morning I had a very interesting conversation with a young guy who is extraordinarily clever. He is bright beyond his years, let's say. And he shared a story with me that he had fallen out with his father many years ago. He had forgiven him for what his father had done to him, excuse me, but he was struggling to find forgiveness for what his father had done to his mother. So he became estranged from that man. However, this very clever man became a father himself, and he decided in that moment that he didn't want to rob his own son of a potential relationship with his grandfather. So he called his own father and he laid it on the line. And the words he used, and you know I'm obsessed with language, the words he used were very, very important. What he said was, I'm going to give you one opportunity at this, which I loved. I loved that about him. So this gentleman, this young man, decided that he was going to give his father this opportunity to have a relationship with his grandson. And if anything untoward was to happen, he would obviously interject. However, he wanted his son to make up his mind about the relationship and what that would be like as he was growing up. And if he was to become estranged from him again, that it would be his son's decision. And I thought that that was a very clever way to go about it. You know, I see this all the time in families. If there is a broken relationship between an adult and their parent, that sometimes that this can have a negative effect on the grandchildren. And I suppose the most holistic thing to do is to let the child decide on their terms how they want that relationship to flow going forward, if it's safe, if it's a safe environment. Because when parents prevent their children from seeing their grandparents, sometimes then it can backfire on you, and the child can be angry with you from preventing it. Sometimes we're better off letting the natural course of events take place. But I just wanted to again thank that gentleman who reached out to me in the first instance to speak about his violent past and his addiction issues and the way that he was struggling with forgiveness, because it really has struck a chord with so many people, and it gave other people an opportunity to learn and grow from that story. And I'm hoping that the story I just shared from that young man this morning will give other people an opportunity to learn and grow from that as well. I'm loving all the activity on the page at the moment, lads. These are knocking it out of the park. I can see new people, more new people coming all the time, and it really is filling my heart full of so much joy. So listen, keep talking to each other, keep leaning in, keep asking questions, keep talking and learning and stretching and growing yourselves, because we're here for a short time, and while we're here we have to be happy. So I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic Saturday evening. I'm going off for a walk with the dog now to knock the cockles off my soul, because I'm bouncing off the walls being indoors all the time. And I hope you are all keeping really well, and I'll catch you on the page later. Take it easy. So long.